The commitment between the 5th Region troops and people signed on October 11, 1954, before cadres and soldiers of the 5th Inter-Region's Armed Forces regrouped to the North Vietnam under the Geneva Agreement. USA and James' conspiracy to invade Vietnam was exposed in Saigon's newspaper. President Eisenhower and Mao then Diem shamelessly collaborated with each other to rule South Vietnam. The decree was issued August 20th, 1963 by Ngo Dinh Diem's government declaring a curfew situation in the entire South Vietnam. Speed stake used for fencing strategic hamlets imprisoned Vietnamese people, 1955-1960. Pupils and students in South Vietnam protested against the war of the American and Diem's troops. Torch and hamlet hanging tolls of Comrade Quan Hu Han, who used against the war against the U.S., 1958-1972. More weapons used. Basket, a drum, from 1960. Propaganda papers. Puppet troops swept in the Phoenix Campaign, 1962. Military Region 5 armed forces used them during the resistance against the American Empire. State Comrade Chu Wai Man gave it to the regiment to dig shelters instead of a shovel for struggling against the enemy, August 1965. Several U.S. kinds of weapons U.S. Armed Forces and Armed Forces of the Republic of Vietnam used them from 60 to 65. A Thompson gun of Hero Vo Hue Hong used in Dinh Nhat's battle in Da Nang. B-40 gun, one of the outstanding guns contributing to the victory of Ba Gia battle in 1965. French troops surrendered Route 19, Akin District, 1954. Napalm bombs were collected in northwestern Highlands, 1954. Some primitive weapons used by Zhang to the villagers in the struggle against the French army. Guerrillas in the Western Highlands drilled in tactics, 1947. Militia women were being trained in Dap Da Binda Providence, 1950. Steady Mountain flag presented to the Regiment 96 by Conrad Pham Dan Dong. French soldiers' weapons used destroyed deprived by the military, Region 5. Attacking defending Nîmes, which the general troops of Regiment 108 in the 5th Military Zone used at Quang Long battlefield north of Con Tum Providence, August 1951. These conventional weapons were produced and used to fight the French troops from 1945 to 1954. This driller was used in manufacturing weapons by the 5th Zone Military Weapon Factory, 1946 and 1950. Souvenir collection of Vietnamese Volunteer Army in Lower Laos, Northeast Cambodia. Some primitive weapons used by the 5th Zone Plains guerrillas fighting against the French Army's attacks from 1945 to 1954. Guerrillas in Binh Thanh Province ambushed the enemy at the Mountain of Ray, 1947.